Hello, my name is Elkrief, and in this video I'd like to explain to you why you don't want someone to love you and how you actually just want to love. So when we think that we want someone to love us, we go through life with a lot of suffering, right? First, we're constantly looking for someone to love us, so this creates a constant sense of something is missing from our lives, right? Because we don't have someone to love us. Then it also creates a fear and an anxiety because we think life would be so bad if I never find someone to love me. What if I never find somebody, right? Both of those things aren't enjoyable. In addition, we're constantly searching, right? So when we're going out, when we're walking around, we're constantly searching for someone to love us. Right, so we're thinking, are they good? Maybe I should go there. How do I dress? All that stuff. So that constant mental energy that we're giving to this search of someone to love us creates a sense of insufficiency and just makes this moment not very enjoyable. And then if we do find somebody to seemingly love us, like we're in a relationship or marriage, then we're constantly worrying about, or often worrying about, whether they still love us, whether they love us enough, or thinking they don't love me enough, which creates disappointment, or worrying about whether they love us, worrying about what to do to make sure they continue to love us, and all of that. So as you may have come to discover, this is not enjoyable. It is not enjoyable at all. But the funny thing is that it's all based on a simple misunderstanding. And that misunderstanding is that the feeling that you want is created by somebody loving you. But it's not. The feeling that you want is actually created by loving others, anyone. So now I'd like to explain why that's the case. Or not why, but how that's the case. So to give you an analogy, or an example, or hypothetical, or whatever you want to call it, take a moment now and look. Imagine that you are in a relationship, and you love them, and they love you, and it feels so wonderful. You love it so much, it's so amazing, and you think that you feel their love. That the reason that you're happy is because they love you and you feel it. Okay? Now imagine that your best friend comes to you and tells you, I saw with my own eyes your partner cheating on you. I watched it. Right? So you naturally believe them. Alright? Your partner says they didn't do it, they love you, but you don't believe them at all. How do you feel in that moment? Do you feel love? Do you feel good? No, probably not. Almost certainly not. Right? If you believe that your partner cheated on you. So now, imagine a week later, you find out that your partner did not cheat on you. Right? That your best friend just saw somebody that happened to look really similar to your partner. So your partner did not cheat on you, okay? And they loved you the same amount that whole time. The same amount as they always had. Why didn't you feel their love during the last week? If what you had been experiencing all along was your partner's love, if that's the feeling, what was creating your feeling that you liked, then you would have continued to experience that feeling over the last week, right? Because they still loved you. So if you felt their love, you would continue to experience their love even in the midst of having negative thoughts about them, even in the midst of whatever new thoughts were going on in your mind. But that's not the case. As soon as you think they don't love me, you don't feel their love. As soon as you think they did something wrong, you don't feel their love. Right? You don't feel somebody else's love. That's what that demonstrates. If you could directly feel their love, you would continue to experience it even when you had different thoughts about it. So take a moment to really let that sink in. I mean, that's a big discovery, a big change in how we've been viewing this. Really take a moment now. We can't feel somebody else's love. If we could, then we would continue to feel it even when we had different thoughts about it. And now, let me just demonstrate it in the opposite way. So, maybe this has happened to you, maybe you've seen it on reality TV, but imagine this situation where you're in a relationship, you think you're in love and it feels so great and wonderful, right? And you think you feel their love. The reason why you think you feel this way, this great feeling, is because they love you, right? And then you find out that they didn't love you at all the whole time. They were just playing you. They were just manipulating you. They were just using you for sex. They were cheating on you. They didn't care about you. They were using you for something, right? That happens all the time. Constantly see it. So what did you feel that whole time? Why did you feel that way? They didn't love you, but yet you felt their love. So I guess you didn't feel their love. If they didn't love you, what you've been feeling that whole time couldn't have been their love. So what did you feel? What do you feel in a relationship? Well, you feel a lot of different things. You feel your thoughts, they love me, which makes you feel good. You feel enjoyment when you're around them, if you have fun. You feel the thought, yes, I'm in a relationship, I'm not single, I'm good enough. But really, what you want to feel, what you really are yearning for in life, is not for somebody to love you, because that doesn't feel anything. You can't feel that. The feeling that you want really comes from loving others. That's it. That's the love that's the feeling that we want. That's the love that we want, is the love that we give. When we're around others and we love them, it feels wonderful. We feel free, we feel happy, we feel whole. There's no suffering that goes along with loving. It's completely independent of everything. So when we're with someone and we love them, when we don't have any judgments about them, when we give them our complete attention, when we're with them without wanting anything from them, then we get everything we ever were yearning for in life. It's complete satisfaction and contentment. Loving others feels so great. You know this. You might have had this experience at some point or another. If you're a mother, maybe you had it when your baby was born and you just were filled with immense love. It's not that you felt your baby's love for you. You felt your love for your baby. Right? For your child. You probably feel that at different times, the love for your child. All we want in life is to love, not to receive love. So you can stop worrying about whether you have love from your partner. You can stop worrying about whether you will ever get love from somebody. And instead, focus on the feeling you actually want, which is to love others. And it doesn't have to be limited to one person, your partner or your child. You can love anybody. You can love anybody that you interact with. Why not? You can love anything even, but that's for another time. So, I hope you understood what I was talking about. And I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.